Hi, this is Dana, and on this channel I speak about spiritual warfare. I have another channel on astrology, and my Facebook page you find in the description box below. Now, in this video, I am taking further the topic of divine couples, picking up where I left in the last video. And namely, I've been guided to speak about actually most of my spiritual team came together and asked me to make another video. And basically, they wanted me to speak about a particular way in which you can help your divine partner. So there is a fight, there is a struggle in for a divine couple to come together, for two divine partners to come together, because they have a very high purpose together to achieve something. I said this previously. Always divine couples have an assignment in coming together. You have to always think in spiritual terms, right? You're a spiritual being already, and you are a spiritual couple. Therefore, you have a spiritual purpose together. So there's a lot of bondage that has been building up on each of you. And here I'm not talking about twin flames, soulmates, or any other labels that people put on this. All divine couples have a divine purpose together, regardless how they come, how they relate to each other and stuff like this. Now, there's been a lot of bondage creation on each of you individually and on your couple, on your union of coming together. There are specific convents which made claims on each of you. Sometimes the same convents made claims separately on each of you, and they created doppelgangers in order for them to steal your identity, because your identity comes with ranking, comes with money, comes with a lot of material advantages. Now this is what individuals have done in 3D. God will not allow this to come to pass. You must understand. God will not allow this to come to pass. It has been building up to a point until God decided that is the proper time from a divine perspective that individuals become aware of all of this. And this is all related to the process of transformation of forces involved in creating those bondages. All of those were bondages created against, not only against you as souls, but also against other souls from your lineage which incarnated before you. This is not a fight which starts with you. This fight has started long time ago, and others have been through it, and they succeeded to unlock certain blocks which were in place. Now you came at this particular time when this is how bondage looks. And at some point God decides, that this is the right time for you to learn about this and to start your spiritual fighting consciously. Because much of the bondages you have already broken without being conscious, just by being yourself during the period in which God decided that it's not yet the time, to reveal everything out in the open. Now, for a couple to come together, they need to fight. Now, what you need to understand, by creating your union, you go through a lot of spiritual fighting, and by that you already transmute a lot of darkness, break a lot of bondages. You already achieve great things through your spiritual fighting, and by succeeding to create the union, you already achieved one of the most important goals, that you united in the form that the divine realm decided. Yeah, of course, after you come together, there will be other goals which you have together to achieve. Part of them are related to spiritual fighting, but also part of them are related to creation. And when I speak creation, please don't think in 3D terms like having sex and making children, or having a good job, or something like this. There are many ways in which you can create with spiritual gifts, which you will discover through your fighting of coming together. Okay? So this is a strenuous process, and it depends from couple to couple. It differs, it's not identical. um, I'm not sure if some couples have a easier path or others have a more difficult one. The point is, all have to fight in order to come together. And as I said before, I already explained, that Jesus has been the in my spiritual team at least, the one that was always very firm on this, that you as a woman have to stand by your man, you have to believe in your man, and you have to support him, because this is the most important support that he gets into this fight, and this is very important. And then God always asked me something which I will be actually the topic of this video. God asked me to manifest for my divine partner. Now, how does this work, to manifest for my divine partner? Essentially, is there's a lot of spiritual fighting, and there's a lot of choices to be made by your spiritual partner. Now, of course, as a rational being, you're always gonna evaluate the situation, right? Is he gonna betray me? Is he gonna sell contracts on me, right? I mean, this is normal to some extent, because you want somehow to prevent a betrayal, and to sort of like see in the future if he intends to do this, so you can cut him off. This is the human logic. Now the divine logic comes, and God says, I need you to put aside these worries and these concerns. Show faith in me that I will not allow that you will be dragged down. God says, he said a few things to me, and I'm trying to remember right now. So he said, you have to show faith in us that we will be there for you, and we will let you know when a betrayal which is unacceptable and will affect you dramatically, if it will happen, that we will let you know, and that we will stop that. So you have to trust us, because for us is important that you manifest for your divine partner. What does manifesting mean? Now, this applies in general. Already people are very familiar with manifesting outcome for them, right? Manifesting a person. You see, people think in different terms. People think, let's manifest a man or a woman in my life. And God always taught me, manifest abilities for your man, manifest strength for your man, manifest basically how you manifest is believing in him. Put aside all your worries, which are legitimate, and I acknowledge your right to be concerned about whatever choices he made, or whatever patterns he will encounter, whatever attacks he will encounter, and stuff like this. I acknowledge your right to judge the situation in order for you to adjust. But please keep in mind, we are in a spiritual fighting, and my request to you is that you manifest for your man. Because, and God has shown me, because I am telling you, many times I would just say no. No, because he's gonna do this and this and this, and I don't want to pay the consequences for his actions and his decisions, and so on and so forth. And God said to me, you must understand that you have a special gift in manifesting your belief, because that is the very well-known say, that for in the strength of my belief, my faith will make it so. So God said, because this is something that I always say to God, when I have tough choices to make, I said, because I always say this to God, because in the strength of my belief, my faith will make it so. And God said, I want you to look at this exactly like you talk to me when you make difficult choices. And I want you to put the same kind of belief in manifesting different abilities and strength and confidence in your man. And God actually has shown to me manifesting is a way of making magic come true. Uh, Actually, in order to convince me to do this, God put a lot of effort into it and actually showed me the entire process how this happens. So God said to me, there were different situations in which we had these discussions. And there are sometimes individuals whom I never met, I never spoke to them. And I said, well, this is crazy. You want me to believe in somebody whom I don't know? And God has said to me, this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter because he showed me the strength of your belief will essentially create the energy input which that man needs in that particular time in order to make the right decision. Any doubt that you harbor about your man, any suspicion that you harbor about your man, will project darkness onto him. In that particular moment, and there are choices in which basically the bad or good choice, the difference between the two of them, there are only seconds. So it takes seconds for somebody to make a wrong choice. In that second, if I have your support in manifesting for him, which essentially means believing that he's going to make the right choice, that he's going to fight that he's going to reject the temptation, that he's going to make the choice which you or we desired, or which is the right path in order for the both of you to advance, and so on and so forth. So God has shown me energetically how it basically works, and how you can uplift your man by manifesting for him, not manifesting him. Do you understand the difference? The divine logic is that you manifest for your man without keeping always a very strong focus on the outcome. Maybe you will not become a couple at the end of the day. Maybe one of you will choose differently, but manifesting for your man means that he will make, let's say, 5 steps out of 10. Okay? That already means that for that union, the two of you broke certain bondages, which already is a great success for the divine realm. Because the next couple that will fight for that union will have less bondage to break. So it's not like the only thing that counts in a divine couple is that you come together. There is success to be registered even if you don't come together. And both of you should acknowledge the success you registered together. If you don't come together, you should split ways without grudges and with understanding that, everybody did their best. And you move on with the next assignment that you receive from God. Leaving whatever that was not broken and not resolved to be dealt with by somebody else, some other embodiments of the same couple, right? But the difference between humans and the divine in thinking about manifesting is that humans will think, I will manifest this individual in my life. And God will say, no, we already chose for you who should be in your life. You shouldn't be manifesting him. You should manifest for him the right abilities which will help the two of you to be together. And for me, God said, for me, it matters more that you as a woman helped this man to make 5 steps out of 10 than if you sat in your chair and you obsessively thought about, are we going to come together or not? Are we going to have children? Are we going to marry? Are we going to build a house? Do you see my point? So God said, all I want from you is to do your best in manifesting for your man. This is what I need from you. This is your role in the couple in the period of time when you fight for the union. This is the most important in regards to your man, because of course you have other roles to play in the spiritual fighting for the union. But this was considered by God as the most important because, as I said, you can manifest for him to be brave. You can manifest for him to be strong. You can manifest for him to resist temptation. You can manifest for him to have a strong connection to God. You can manifest anything that he needs in order to achieve that, because you already know the type of challenges which are coming his way. There will be a lot of attacks, and if you look at yourself, what kind of attacks you endured, like if you went to smearing campaign, to slander, through all sorts of attacks, all of those will be thrown at him as well. So you already know by now what you should manifest for your partner. And one of the most important things, because God and Jesus kept telling me, that people don't manifest right. One of the most important thing is that I spoke about manifesting before, but anyhow, I will do it again. So when you manifest for your partner, then one of the most important things, as I already said actually, is your belief in what you're trying to manifest. Okay, your belief, and I would also recommend, that you would do before trying to manifest something. You would do silent meditation to quiet your mind and your concerns, in order not to be influenced by everything that is being sent to you. So you would be at peace, because this is extremely important to be at peace, and you have a silent mind. It's extremely important for you to actually have a solid manifesting process. This is essential. You cannot be manifesting fearful. Okay, so you cannot allow any doubts or any negative emotions to interfere with your belief. You pray for him, but when you do this, you must understand that it must come, and God keeps saying to me to show you. I don't know how to show you. It has to come from a place of complete stillness, complete calmness, and complete belief in what you are saying. You're just praying for the divine realm to achieve something in your partner, which you already know. And I emphasize this, you know with all your energetic body, the rational one and the emotional one, you know that he will achieve that. Do you understand? Actually, these crazy lunatics who do doppelganger and copycats, you can look at them, because in their craziness, actually, they reach this point, which is very important, a very firm belief in something which is not there yet. This is what you need. And they achieve this very easily. As you can see, they believe themselves that they are me or you, and they have no issues with that. I'm joking, of course, but you get my message, right? So let me tell you something. For example, I will try, God says, show them. I will try to show you two examples, one of good manifesting, right? And I'm not sure how much I will succeed, but I will try. And one of very bad manifesting, which is includes emotions of fearfulness and stuff like this. And let us say that I am manifesting for my partner, a divine partner of today. I am manifesting, let's say, that he's brave, okay? That he's courageous and that he's brave. And for my manifesting, of course, there's the internal energy work which you must do in order to achieve that state of peacefulness, of balance, of firm belief, strong belief in whatever you want to request. And I will say, for the first shot, I pray that he is brave. Yeah, so this is the peaceful one, and the other one, the fearful one, would be something like, I pray that he is brave. Do you see the difference? You're saying the same thing, you're thinking the same thing. The first one, you speak from your soul level. Soul level, you know where the soul chakra is, right? So you essentially, this is, actually, I would compare this manifesting with the mystic prayer. Just go back to my video of how you do mystic prayer. And this is how you do a good manifesting. And everything comes and is being created as a thought, as an emotion from your soul level, right? Just go back and look at the mystic prayer video. And as opposed to the other one, the negative one, where it basically comes from all over your place, all over your body. This is how I would call the one on fearfulness. And usually when you do this fearfulness prayer, this usually comes because you have negative energy thrown at you. This is why, and you're unsure, you're fearful, you're doubting, you're not convinced yourself that this is gonna happen. This is why I mentioned that before you do the prayer for manifesting for your partner, you must do a silent meditation to clear your energetic body of all that is being thrown at you, or even things that you pick up. Because many times, especially if you have a busy schedule and you meet a lot of people, this I speak from experience, because in my previous job I used to meet so many people, they carry with them this darkness. And then just by spending time in an office, you can actually pick up this dark energy. So you have to clean your energetic body and always control how you project this manifestation. The fact of the matter is, of course, you have to learn to do it right. I see already my dog Lucky feels happy. So you have to do it right. You have to focus on getting it right, how you do it. But the message of the video is essentially that you manifest for your partner. You manifest for him in order to help him achieve. Jesus always sums this up as you believe in him. You must believe in him. This is the most important thing. You must believe in him. You must believe that he can achieve this. Because this belief, this strong belief of yours might be the exact thing that he needs for a tipping point in order for him to win the fight. Because all your belief also, it's energy. So you essentially are sending to him energy, but you infuse that energy with a thought. So you send him either calm energy, which of course is infused with the conviction that he can do it, like the Americans used to say, he can do it, that you can do it, yeah. Or if you send the other type of energy, the fearful one, you're just gonna destabilize the man. Maybe he's even balanced, that you're destabilizing him. This is not useful, this is not good. It's also not good for you, because any type of fearful emotion, it's opening up your energetic space. So that is not good. Okay, but the focus of the message is that you believe in him and that you try to manifest for him everything that you imagine that is necessary for the two of you to win. Okay, now I have a caveat to add to this, and I had many times debates with God about it. And I said, excuse me, you keep asking me to manifest things for this and this and this, and the problem is that they actually never make it, although I manifest whatever you ask me to manifest. And this is sort of like a destabilizing process for me, because if I focus completely all my energy on manifesting something which doesn't come through, then it's destabilizing me. So it's usually the disappointment that you receive when that individual doesn't actually come through as you manifested. And God has always taught me, and I think already like 2 years ago, after I finished the spiritual journey, I achieved that performance, which He always asked me to. Namely, that when you manifest it right, and then you detach. You don't expect outcome. As I said before, maybe whatever you manifested is not, God showed me, maybe it didn't come through exactly what you manifested. But always He took time to show me. But He said, look, do you see the energy level he had when he was doing this? Then you made this manifesting prayer, which I requested you to do. And look at him, how much success he registered from this point forward. He didn't get where you tried to manifest for him to go, but he did make a few more steps after that point where he already thought that he's done. Okay, so you already gave me the help I requested you to give me in manifesting for this man whatever I asked you to. So this is important for you to understand, that when I'm asking you to manifest for him, I'm not asking you to take him by the hand and drag him to the end of the stairs or whatever you think of. I'm asking you only to help. And how far that individual goes, that's between him and me. It's not your problem anymore. You detach and you give it to me. You surrender it to God. So you manifest for that individual, then you surrender it to God. And again, you understand that an assignment can go a very long way if both of you keep achieving the goals you established and the tasks you receive. Or it can be limited in time if one of you decides that, okay, it's too much work, I want to take a break, then the divine partnership ends. So you must understand that this is so, and not hold grudges that individual didn't go all the way. You claim justice, judgment, and punishment if it's the case, pending from case to case what happened, and you move on. And you accept that you helped God in creating a certain outcome in material existence with your manifestation for that man to do something which he was required to do. Okay, it's 27 minutes. I think I explained enough all of this. I hope it's clear enough for everybody. I think one of the lessons in this video is that manifestation is seen totally different from divine realm than how people are used of thinking of it. As I said, people are thinking of a specific outcome to be manifested. Instead of that, God is thinking of you believing in that individual and manifesting certain abilities, which essentially come down to an evolution for that man, a progress in spiritual terms, an elevation to a higher level, because he achieves certain things with those abilities which you manifest for him. Yeah. The bottom line, in usual language, just believe in the man. Like Jesus said, you always believe in your man with all your being, because this firm belief of yours might be exactly what he needs in order to achieve what is necessary for the two of you to be together. Yeah. So just believe in him, and don't focus on evaluating what can go wrong and what can he do wrong. Okay. But be at peace and trust that individual, and trust us that we will come and we will tell you if something goes wrong. We will show you if something goes wrong. Okay, I'm gonna stop here this video because it's already 30 minutes and I just want to make sure that I can upload it fast enough. If you have any questions, please let me know. This is the third video in the series about the divine couple and how a spiritual assignment on a couple is being achieved. So far we're talking only about the assignment of coming together. I didn't yet approach any other type of assignment. I hope this is useful, and I hope this will help couples which are trying to be together to find new ways to look at the situation and to find new strength.